What's up? What's up? What's up? So, Bunny and I just got back from a networking event, really good networking event, and it really just kind of got my gears, rolling. So I wanted to take some time to just, I don't know, talk to you guys and see if you really understood, I guess, what the value of your network is. I think a lot of people hear the saying, that your network is a direct representation of your net worth. And man, let me tell you, today we got to go and meet with some innovators, and we got invited into the front end of what is going to be a multi-million dollar business, a multi-million dollar deal. And it's all because of networking. And when I say networking, I'm talking about, like as real estate investors, whatever it is that you do as a business person. But for me, it's real estate investing, right? We're real estate investors. But because of our real estate investing business, we got through word of mouth, we were connected with somebody else and got invited into this multi-million dollar deal. And all because of the network that we're building, because of the network is definitely going to start to build our net worth. So I just wanted to say that it's important that you focus on that, depending on what it is that you're working on. You know, well, I guess I'll give you guys some background on it. So we're gonna be doing some work with solar, and for anybody who's interested in solar, you understand that solar is gonna be a big wave here in the future. And as real estate investors, it just kind of made sense for us to kind of inquire about this product. So through a friend, a mutual friend, we got connected with an individual who has this new startup and went to the networking event today. I think it was a very small networking event, okay? But the beauty of it is that because it was such a small networking event, it was very curated. There was, millionaires in there. Um, and because of how small it was, we just had a good conversation. So Bunny and I, we get added into this business model that has like such great growth over the next 5 years. And it's all because of our word of mouth. A friend of ours introduced us to someone who then introduced us to their network, and now we have essentially been absorbed into their network. And the value for you as a real estate investor, the value for you as a business owner, as a person who's looking to even just build your own personal brand, if you're not networking, then you're not building your net worth the way that you need to. Well, or not, let me not say the way that you need to, because you do what you need to do, what you feel is best for you. But the more that you network, the more that you're gonna build opportunities. The more that you network, the more that you're gonna build opportunities. The more you're gonna find yourself in places talking with people that already have whatever it is that you feel that you're missing. So if you're a person out there and you feel like the reason why you haven't started uh, your business or started investing is because you don't have the money, right? There's a network out there. There's an individual already out there looking for somewhere to invest their money. The reason why you haven't found them is because you're not networking with the right people. You aren't putting yourself and allowing yourself to stumble into the right circles and the right organizations. Okay. Tonight was also the REN meeting for Nashville. REN is Real Estate Investors of Nashville. So anyone in the Nashville market, if you're a real estate investor, real estate professional, realtor, contractor, roofer, whatever it is, if you're in the Nashville market, Middle Tennessee market, become a member of REN, Real Estate Investors in Nashville. It's REIN, look it up. But they had their main event meeting tonight. And on Monday, first Monday of the month, that's normally where we would try to be at. But we just felt like this other opportunity was the opportunity that we needed to get on. So we go to this other networking event, and one of the gentlemen is talking about building a couple of subdivisions. Um, Perfect, that's right up our alley. We love real estate. We love land development. We love finding land. So that's perfect. This is a perfect individual for us to meet that we would not have met if we had stayed at home or if we had just decided not to network tonight. Another individual is one of the biggest solar providers in the state of Texas. Great individual to meet. Um, Another individual, he has multiple successful restaurants throughout Nashville and a couple of event locations. So these are individuals who are successful in the areas that they're already performing in. For us to be drafted or grafted into their circle um, is really a is like fuel. It's like it's a motivator. It's something that's going to help propel our business forward, and it's all because we got invited somewhere through word of mouth. So it got me to thinking about most people in their business. They have a failure to network and connect with people. So how do you fix that? One is your mindset, right? We have to work on our mindset and start to become the people who understand that we have value to add to other people. Okay, as long as you have value to add to other people, you can network and be successful, and your network can drastically increase your revenue because life is all about solving problems for other people. Okay, so how do you do that? You talk more. You talk more, but you listen more, right? I say you talk more. You have more conversations where you are actively listening for opportunities where you can fill a void for a person. Okay? The more that you allow the person that you're networking with to talk, the more that you allow them to tell you about their problems and what it is, the challenges that they're facing in their business. For me, as a real estate investor, right? If I'm talking to someone that I want to put on my buyers list, I want to know what their gripes are. What are their weaknesses? Where can I fill a void in your business to help your business grow? And then I will get compensated because I helped you. And it's like that across the board. Where can I add value? So the way that you find out where you can add value is by allowing that person to talk, let you know what their problems are, and then you figure out where can I fill that void. So that is the second big lesson when it comes down to networking. One is get your mindset together. Understand that you are not an imposter. Understand that you are looking to build your business. You have to take on that personification of whoever it is that you are looking to be. If you are a person who, you know, if your doctor came in and didn't refer to themselves as Doctor So and So, you might as well tell them to leave back out. They have to already know that they are a doctor. They have to identify as a doctor before they walk into your room to do anything to you, right? You want them to know who they are. So the same thing for you. You need to know who you are because you know whom's you are, but know who you are. And when you know who you are, your mindset will start to get better and start to increase, right? Once you get your mindset together, it's easy for you to network with people. It's literally just you listening to people tell you about what it is that they want. If you're going to a real estate networking event, everybody in there 9 times out of 10 is at least interested in real estate. Now you can find out other things that people are interested in and where you can fill voids in that too. But if you're going to say you're in music and you're going to a networking event for music producers or something like that, everyone in there is interested in music. Find out where you can fill the void and then fill the void. And filling the void for a person means that you provided value for them. If you can show me where you're going to be valuable in my life, then I can definitely see myself doing business with you. And if you think about it, this is true for you too, right? Right? Like you spend money with the person who fills a void or solves a problem for you. You know, um, for some reason in America, sometimes we have this notion that we have to pay just because the service was rendered. No, I pay because the service was rendered in accordance to what I thought I was paying for, right? Realistically speaking, like I want my food to taste like what I thought my food was gonna taste like. Otherwise, honestly, I don't want to pay for it, right? I want my car to drive how I thought my car was gonna drive. Otherwise, why would I pay for that service? So and these have nothing to do with real estate, but I want you to understand, like as an investor, as a real estate professional, as a professional, a business professional, an entrepreneur, your job is to provide a service for people. When you're networking, look to provide a service to whoever you are communicating with, whoever you are meeting with, and the more that you solve problems, the more that you will get grafted into that circle. Now, believe it or not, there's always a problem that can be solved, right? Um, Myron Golden, who is one of the people that we watch a lot. Myron Golden, if you don't know who he is, look him up. I got some of his videos on my channel. But Myron Golden, he always talks about the four levels of value creation. You got imaginators; those are the people at the top. You got is imaginators, communicators that are right underneath that. You got the unifiers, and then you got the implementers. Okay. Imaginators are the people who come up with ideals. They're the big high thinkers, the people who are always dreaming, coming up with something new. That you're inventors. The communicator is the person who can go out and relay that message to the audience and get people involved and interested in it. You know, they can talk. The unifier are like your managers. Those are the people in the middle. They're the ones who organize and get people motivated to go out and get the job done. And then you have your implementers. Those are your grunts. Those are the people who do the work. You know, and regardless of where you fall on the four levels of value creation, the key to it is that you're creating value. The solution in every arena is value creation. Okay, as a implementer, your value is the fact that you do the work, the fact that you can get the work done the way that the unifier communicated it to you. The unifier's job is to make sure that the implementer has everything that they need to get the work done and that they're communicating with the next level up and making sure that everything is running smoothly. Communicator is there to make sure that the information is being disseminated down and that everybody has a clear, concise understanding of what is going on within the organization or whatever whatever you're connecting this to. And then the imaginator has the job of envisioning the path forward, the having the foresight to get the business to move forward, right? So when you're talking to people, figure out where you can be of a solution for them. If you're talking to an imaginator, that imaginator may need someone who can communicate for them. They may need someone who can be the middleman to bring their vision into words that someone else can understand. Then, and when I say this, I want you to think about this, right? Everybody who watched this video, think about this. You know at least one person that you may say they're weird or awkward. You know at least one awkward person that has all of these great dreams, have these great visions and can come up with inventions and all this other stuff, but they can't talk. They cannot get people to understand the words that are coming out of their mouths to save their lives. Okay, um, these are the imaginators sometimes need the communicators, right? But then we also all know at least one person that can communicate. They are talkers. You got that one friend that can talk, can sell you on anything, even when they're not talking about nothing, right? They're communicators. That's their gift. Their gift is their ability to speak and to move the masses with the words that come out of their mouth. Again, if you're the imaginator, you may need that communicator that can go out and spread your ideals. But then as a communicator, you also need the imaginator. So if you're talking to someone who is a imaginative person, but you're a communicator, you may be able to fill a void for them. You get where I'm coming from with that? If you're an imaginator and you're talking to someone who's a communicator, you're like, oh, this person has the ability to move the crowd, but you have all these ideals that you can't get people behind. You may need to partner up with someone who is a communicator. And you can find these people at networking events. You can look around. I'm a people watcher. Vonnie and I love people watching so much so that we would go sit at the grocery store and watch people and not don't judge us, but we make up our own little dialogues and conversations for people as they're coming and going out of the grocery store. But I love watching people. I love trying to understand. um, people, understanding where I can be of value to them, and because of that, I really enjoy going to networking events. Bunny and I have this thing when we go to networking events, we split up. We don't stick together. We spend all our time together, with the exception of her getting ready to go out of town. I know I'm sad, but we spend all our time together. But when we go to networking events, we split up and we make sure that we can work the entire room. I'm trying to meet everybody in the event. I'm at least gonna fist bump, shake your hand, exchange numbers. I like, ask you questions. What do you do? What brought you here today? And get people to talking. One of the things that we found to be very valuable when it comes down to networking is the power of reoccurring, notoriety. And what I mean by that is that the more that you go to networking events, the more people know you, the more they know your face, the more they know that you are in whatever industry you're in, and the more they're going to do business with you, the more they're going to send you business, the more you're going to pop up in their mind whenever they're thinking about the person that can be the solution for problem A or problem B, right? And they won't know that you're that person unless you are a networker and a talker. Now let me get back to the four levels, right? So we went communicator, imaginator, unifier, right? We all know a unifier. We all know somebody who can plan anything, right? It is likely that you got that one aunt or uncle that plans all of the family gatherings, all of the family reunions. Who's going here? Who's going there? They plan stuff. You got that cousin that plans your wedding. They're unifiers. They are able to take people going there. They plan stuff. You got that cousin that plans your wedding. They're unifiers. They are able to take people life, the thing that the imaginator thought of and the thing that the communicator was able to communicate to them. And then implementers, we all know people who are implementers. Like, you give them a task to do and they will knock it out. They don't want to think about nothing. They don't want to really have to give you no overview, no oversight. I don't want to set the floor plan, but you tell me to put this table together and I put 20 of them together like that. That's your implementer. We all know those people. What I'm saying is, the more that you are able to look and put people into those individual sections, the more valuable you become at networking events. Sometimes when you go to a networking event, it's not even for you. Sometimes you're going to go to a networking event and somebody's going to tell you about a problem that you may not personally be able to solve, but you remember that person that you met at another networking event who is definitely the person to solve that problem. Now you're able to put these two people together, allow your network to grow, because now I've given you somebody from my network. It makes it easier for people to reciprocate that, right? When you hit them up and say, I'm looking for a roofer, I'm looking for a good contractor, who's your CPA, it's easier for them to give you that person, and not just any person, but a good person, because they know that you're the type of person that will reciprocate that has done that in the past for them, right? So sometimes you go to a networking event and the person whose problem you solve with another person who maybe you didn't get a direct compensation for, but it still builds the network. Okay, it still builds the network. Um, When I meet my plumbers out at a property, I always ask them for other contractors. Do you have a roofer? Do you have an electrician? Even if I already had a roofer or electrician come out, I want to know who they know, and so that I can meet that person, so that I can add them to my Rolodex, for one. Two, I want to be able to maybe even match up people so that they can work together. If I know that Bob and Joe have been known to do projects together and give good work, that means that the plumber and the electrician not gonna be fighting each other because they know each other. I'm okay with that. Okay, so I'm okay with one tradesman recommending another tradesman to do work around them or with them, because for me it gives me an increase on a product that I'm gonna give out. It gives me less headache because I don't have to worry as much about these guys fighting or something like that, or having a disagreement. And I think that the same thing transfers over into any part of your business, right? So, um, I told you guys that we met a gentleman who is looking to do some subdivisions, right? As he was talking about what he's looking to do with building these subdivisions, the first thing that popped in my mind was this man gonna need some land. So I asked him, hey, if you're gonna need some land, let me know. Oh, I sure will need some land. I need land that I can do X, Y, and Z with, that I can sell for 70,000 a pad. Okay, well now I have that on my radar. I'm gonna be looking for land for his development deal. I'm also gonna be looking for ways for me to put some of my capital to work with him. I'm also gonna be looking for ways for me to send people to him that are looking for properties. I'm also gonna be looking for, you know what I'm saying? Like once you start to really narrow down who you are, like I said, it's a mindset thing. You got to determine who you are. You are the type of person that solves problems for people. I'm a real estate problem solver. I'm going to find a problem to solve for you, and I'm going to solve it. Okay? I'm a real estate problem solver. So because of that, as soon as that he started talking, I started listening for his problem. Oh, you're looking to build a subdivision, you don't have land. Oh, you're looking for subdivision. You're looking to build a subdivision and you're looking for more contractors. Okay, I got both of those. I got contacts with contractors, developers. I got contacts with large plots of land that can be subdivided and put subdivisions on. Are we looking to keep all of these, or are we looking to subdivide and sell some lots? Like I will solve your problem, and in turn, I'll get paid for it. When you take your business from that perspective, when you network from that perspective, how can I be of service to the person that I am networking? When you take your business from that perspective, when you network from that perspective, how can I be of service to the person that I am networking? Just put it in the comments. Maybe somebody's doing that same business, and now we can start this networking right here on this video. Is there a business type, an investment type that you are interested in getting into? Maybe you are a person who's considering getting into real estate investing and you don't know where to start. Drop it in the comments, because again, your network is going to build your net worth. Like, if you are looking to get into real estate investing, I'm a great person to have in your network because I already know a lot of people. I know money, I know builders, I know supplies, I know zoning officials, depending on what areas you're in. And if I don't know them, I know how you can get in contact with them. So, what does that mean for you? That means that all of the knowledge and information that I have, once you're a part of my network, is at your disposal. You can reach out to me and you can say, hey, network partner, what do I need to do for X, Y, and Z? Who do I need to talk to for this thing? Right? So now when I send that email to the zoning official and say, hey, my buddy Chad is going to come down there and talk to you about his property at 123 Main Street, can you make sure you take care of him? Guess what? The zoning official makes sure that Chad gets taken care of because me and him have a relationship, or me and her have a relationship. Okay? For you, get into those circles. If you are starting real estate investing, get into some local real estate groups, get into some virtual real estate groups, get into um, some business networking groups, get into all of those different things, and then make yourself known. Let people know what you do. Let people in your warm market know what you do. Listen, the networking event that Vonnie and I went to today was not from another real estate investor. It was not from a contractor. It was from a friend. It was from a friend. A friend said that someone mentioned something to him about solar, and we were the first people that popped in his head because he knew that we are all about business and that we have multiple business and that we're in real estate. So he felt that we would be interested in it. He wasn't interested in it, but he thought that we would be interested in it. Soon as we meet, I'm like, oh, we're definitely interested in this. This is actually right in alignment with some other projects that we were going to be working on. So, because a friend of ours thought of us when he was having a conversation with someone else, we are now getting invited into something that is going to exponentially grow our wealth. Okay, listen, I'm talking generational wealth movements here. Okay, I'm talking wealth shifting movements that are about to go down 2024 into 2025, and all because of networking, all because of network. Okay, if you're a hairstylist and you're trying to get more business, network. Go. If listen, don't just network. Pick good networks. You want to get yourself around people who, one, are in the industry that you, either they need to be in the industry that you're looking to serve, or they need to be in a industry that your industry can serve. Now, what I mean by that is, like, as a real estate investor, I go to real estate networking events because those are other real estate investors. But then I also go to non-investor uh, meetups. I go to open houses. I'll go to meetups that realtors are having. First-time home buyer meetups. Sometimes we'll go to lending meetups. I'll go to product showcases where they have the expos that come around the town and show you new toilets and new kitchen layouts and all that stuff. I go to all of those different types of things. We'll even go to some legal presentations because guess what? Lawyers know people who need probates. Probate is one of the easiest types of leads that you can get because and not to sound gloomy, somebody passed away, the property probably not being lived in. A probate property is a great property. It takes a little bit longer to close, but listen, you get in, you get the right lawyer on your side, and your network is gonna send you qualified people because they thought of you, because you built your network. If you're a baker, go to baking classes and network. Take a baking class. Yes, I know you already know how to bake, and I know you already know how to put funding on, but go take a class because there's somebody there who don't know how to do it. And although they're there to learn how to do it, they may not want to do it. So now you got somebody who daughter may be getting married, and now they looking to buy a tier cake. You never know. If you're a trucker, go to the truck expo, yes, but then go to business meetups. Go and meet with some of these local in executives and stuff like that because now you can talk directly to the head about replacing freight and getting them lower charges on freight charges and stuff like that, right? But what I'm saying is get yourself into networks that are high value and that you can be high value to as well, okay? Pick and choose the places that you decide to go and network at. Not all networking is the same. Believe it or not, some people think they're networking at the club, and I'm sure there are, and I'm pretty sure people have made lots of money from networking at the club. But for me personally, that's not where I'm gonna go. If I'm gonna go network somewhere that's not a networking event or online, I might go to the golf course. I like going to have dinner at the golf course. I don't play golf. But I will go have dinner. Not that I don't play golf. I haven't played golf. I only played like twice when I was in the Marine Corps. But I'll go there and just have lunch or dinner at the bar top and just network with people. You'll be surprised. The person that's playing golf at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday, 9 times out of 10, they're not Joe Smo. They're not just some random guy who got to run back to his job at the factory, and nothing against the guy who got to go back to his job at the factory, but you're trying to get in front of shot callers, business owners, people that you can network with, people you can learn from, people who have opportunities that you could become a part of. And these are the individuals that you need to be seeking out and making sure that you're getting in front of. Vonnie and I talk about your pie, your performance, your image, and your exposure. Okay. These are the three things that you have to be great at networking or and just to be great as a business owner, right? Your performance is how well you do what you do. How well do you do what you tell people you are going to do? Your image is how do people see you? How do you come across? People say that the first impression means everything, right? The first time I see you is the lasting impression. So how do you show up in the marketplace? How do you show up amongst your peers? How do you show up amongst your clients? That's your image. And then your E is your exposure. Exposure is how well do people know you? Do people know you? Do people know you for what you do? And the as a business owner, as a business professional, as an entrepreneur, you have to make sure that your pie is together. But see, having high performance and having a good image means nothing if no one knows who you are, so you have a low image. So your pie, if you think about a pie chart, you have to circle like the peace sign. You got to have all three, and sometimes we only got one or two. So How do you work on getting your pie together? Where are you failing in your pie? Do you have high performance? Like you know that you have a good quality product or a good quality service that you provide to people, but maybe you show up not well in the marketplace, or maybe you don't show up in the marketplace at all. You got to fix that. Networking is how you fix that. Show up well when you network. Make sure that your image is together, but you got to show up. Your exposure has to be up there. It has to be high, and you have to make sure that when you show up chipper, happy, ready to mingle. And I'm not saying that you got to be fake about it. I know that you may show up to the networking event tired, sleepy, the kids been bugging you, your boss got on your nerves. But listen, when you go to a networking event, you gotta you gotta sit in the car, woosah, say a prayer, and just clear your mind before you go into that networking event. You just gotta, you know, woosah, just rub them earlobes and clear your mind, and then visualize the benefit of you being in that space, right? Sometimes, and you guys let me know if you agree with this, right? Sometimes we find ourselves in places that we can't even explain how we got there. But because of that, that to me, that is a guaranteed sign that there is something or someone in that place that you are meant to encounter. Okay? Networking. I'm gonna keep on saying that this entire live video. Okay, networking. Provide value first. Always go into a networking event looking to provide value to the other person. Your value, the value that you're gonna receive, is gonna come. It's gonna come, and be okay with the fact that it may not always be an immediate or immediate return, and it may not always be a monetary return. Like I said earlier, sometimes just being in the right person's Rolodex, just being in the right person's contact list, just being on the right person's friend list can get you in the door, right? Everybody's seen movies where you get to the person gets to this exclusive party and somebody says, "Oh, they're with me," right? That's who you want to be. You want to be the person that has a lot of people that can say, "Oh, he's with me. Oh no, she's with me." And that is the person that gets you through the doors that you can't get yourself through all the time, right? Um, I could go into a whole spill on that. Man, I just had a whole thought about how God is that person that said, "Hey, he's with me." But that's for a whole nother message. All right, that's for a whole nother talk. Um, but yeah, like I said, drop what you do in the comments, okay? Drop what you do in the comments. Let's start networking right now. Tell me, what is it that you do? Are you a real estate professional? Is there a way that we can work together? Is there a problem that I can solve for you? Is there a problem that you may have seen with me that maybe I can solve? Let's see how we can work this out. Let's see if there's some other people in this who gets on this video who maybe they need to network with you. Maybe you have a solution for someone that's going to watch this video. Drop it in the comments so that we can get this networking started. And then I want you to also tell me, how can you improve on your networking? What is it that you can do starting this month to improve on your network? Like, what does your network look like? What does your network look like? How many people are in your immediate direct network that are worth over $1 million? Okay. How many people are in your immediate direct network that are worth over $1 million? Now, if the answer is zero, how many people in your network are over 500, worth over $500,000 that you know of? Now these you may not know all the way, but like if you had to guess what people in your network, or maybe you do know. I mean, I know the people in my network that are worth over $1 million, and I don't just mean that they own a property that is $1 million. I mean, like, I know the people in my network that are worth 10, 20, 30, 100, $200 million. Okay, I know the people in my network that have $500,000 that they're looking to invest. You may not know the people that are already in your network that can already be seed capital, investment partner. the person who knows the person. If you got any family member that's in the military, trust me, they know a lot of people. Okay, I know so many people from my time in the Marine Corps. It is ridiculous. Even with some of my new business ventures, I got several friends that I am going to be reaching out to see if they want to get on board with this, so that I can make some of my friends into some millionaires. You get what I'm saying? And that's all because of network. It's all because of relationships that we built. Some of them 20 years ago. Some of my friends, I mean, actually some 30 years ago. Okay, that we solidified a friendship, and these friendships, these relationships, these networks, they are valuable. You are sleeping on your network. Now, if you're a person who, when I asked that question about how many people in your network are worth over $1 million, and you don't have anyone, you need to get yourself out and find some networking events to go to. Before you go to another club, another bar, another TGI Fridays, if people are still doing that, find yourself a networking event to go to. Okay, and then just talk to people. Just talk to people. Genuinely talk to people. Find out what they do. Process what they do, process how you can help, and then become a person that provides value so that you can get worth, some high net worth people in your circle. Okay, so you can learn from some of these people. High net worth people can teach you a lot of valuable lessons. They can teach you where to find the money. If you're a person who don't know where to find the money, you just got to find the people who already got the money. You don't know where to find them, you just got to get into some Facebook groups and say, hey, where's the local networking event? Where's the local real estate networking event? Even if you're not a real estate investor, right? Let me tell you this. If you're an insurance agent and you are looking for some high net worth people to be around to sell insurance policies to, go to a real estate networking event. Now, I'm going to tell you, the richest person in there, he's going to look like a bum. He's going to be driving a beat up car because he don't care about those things 9 times out of 10. But hands down, hands down, some of the most valuable people I've met have been at real estate networking events. Okay, I remember in O'Reilly we met a gentleman that is part of the Nashville Rand, but we honestly didn't know how he was rolling until we got to talk to him in Ohio at a networking event, and he was like, "Oh, y'all came up here too. We get to chit chatting, we talking, and formed a really good relationship. Multi-millionaire, multi millionaire. You get what I'm saying? And I don't want to put too many multis on it because I don't think he's a billionaire yet. But I'm telling you, like, whatever it is that's holding you back from achieving the greater that is on your heart is probably somebody who already has the solution. You just gotta place yourself in places. You gotta allow yourself to go into places that you could be found, right? You're like a precious gem, and the gem means nothing when it's buried in the ground. It's not until you dig it up and unearth it that it becomes worth all of the money that a diamond is worth, right? You're a diamond. Allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to be shown, and watch how fast your business and your life start to grow out of control. Um, for anybody who wants to learn how to be a part of our network, definitely drop it in the comments. We love connecting with people. We love showing people how to get into real estate. We're gonna be showing some people how to get into some solar here shortly. So if you're somebody who's interested in that, definitely you want to be checking back. But we are all things generational passive income. We love passive income. We love generational wealth. We love talking about how to create generational wealth. We love talking about how to create profitable deals, and we want to continue to share that with you guys. So make sure that you check back with us. But I just had to get on here and make this video, to just talk about network, to explain to you guys why it is so important that you get out and you build your network. So if you can this week, sometime find a networking event to go to. If you're a college student, there's networking events on your college. But again, pick ones that are going to build you. Pick ones that is going to put you around other individuals who are thinking about how to better themselves, because there's nothing better than being around a person who's trying to better themselves, except for the person who's not trying to better themselves. No, the person who's not trying to better themselves don't want to be around other people who are trying to better themselves. That's just, it makes them feel bad about themselves. But if you're a person who's looking to improve on yourself, who's looking to improve your net worth, improve your family, improve your um, just improve your life. If you're a person who's looking to do that, get around other people who are already either in that space or headed in that direction. And that's where the power comes from. Okay, don't be the Lone Ranger. You don't have to be flying solo out here by yourself. Get a network of individuals around you who can just help to build you. And we love to be a part of that network, you know, because again, your network grow, my network grow. If I got something or somebody that I can connect you with, let's do it, man. Let's make this happen. There's no competition, right? The more you grow, the more I grow, because the more I can see the opportunity that I can grow. So I don't want to stifle anybody's growth. Listen, you can beat me out on a project, and I will still connect you with my builder. As long as he ain't building something for me, he build it for you. I mean, and realistically, if he wants to build for you and build for me, I don't care, as long as he got the manpower to do it. So there's no competition when it comes down to how I think about things. There's just growth, and building your network is gonna definitely help you with that. So I hope this is helpful to somebody. I hope somebody gets some some gems from this ideal, or not a new ideal, because I didn't come up with the ideal of networking. But you know, after today, Bunny and I have been talking about starting a local network here in Clarksville, and I think we're really going to do it, because um, we want to be able to provide that type of value to people. We want to be the individuals that are curating these relationships with people that blossom into so many different business ventures that we can't even start to imagine them right now, right? I'll invest in industries that I have no idea how they work, as long as I can understand the profitability of that business, right? I don't need to understand how cell phones work to invest in cell phones. But the things that I do love, I'm going to be at the forefront of. In real estate right now, that's the thing for us. So we're always looking for people who are looking to be investors with us and grow. So all right, y'all. It is late. It is 2 a.m. But I'm glad to see that y'all got on. And remember, go and answer the questions in the comments. Let me know what it is that you think you could do better as far as networking. If you're a person who's not networking, how do you plan on starting a network this month? This month. Don't wait till next month. Don't wait to next year. Put on your best outfit and get out and network. Go and find a networking event somewhere in your city or the next city over, and meet some business minded individuals that you can grow with and that can help you grow. And I'm gonna leave on this note, right? If you're one of those people that's hanging around a bunch of people that don't do anything to try to help lift you up, then you're living that crabs in a basket mentality. Don't I'm not telling anybody to cut anybody off, but if you're really serious about growing as a person and about growing your wealth, you have to get yourself surrounded by individuals that will help to push you up. Because here's the thing: you push me up out of the bucket, I'm gonna reach back down and pull you up, and now we got a whole chain going, and we can all get up out of here. We can all do something better. But if you're not actively in these type of circles, then it's a detriment to you. Okay, um, so at least one day out of the week, one day out of the month, find some people to hang out with that are gonna help build you. Okay, don't be intimidated. Get your mindset together. If you can't get your mindset together, make sure you follow this channel, because I talk a lot about mindset, okay? I talk a lot about mindset. You have to get this together. You have to take control of it, okay? That's one of the things that I learned in the Marine Corps. You have to take control of your mind. I said I was finna get off here, and y'all see I'll start going all over again, because I got a whole nother thing talking about getting your mindset together. So we'll say that for another night. But I want to see everybody be successful, and I think that it is possible for us all to be successful. So peace, much love to you guys, and I'll see y'all on the next one.